It's November 16, 1957. You're the deputy sheriff of Plainfield, Wisconsin. It's a town where everyone knows your name, and your mother, Bernice Warden, runs the local hardware store. But today something is wrong. You walk into the shop and find it empty. The lights are on, but the silence is deafening. Then you see it. A dark, jagged smear of blood on the wooden floorboards. Your heart skips. You check the ledger. The last entry? A gallon of antifreeze sold to a man named Ed Gein. Everyone calls him Odd Ed. He's a loner, a bit strange, but harmless. Or so you thought. You don't call for backup yet. You drive straight to his farmhouse. You think you're going to find your mother. You have no idea you're about to walk into a nightmare that will haunt the United States for decades. You pull up to the Gein farmhouse. It's a rotting structure, isolated by dead trees and the Wisconsin winter. You push the door open. The smell hits you first. It's not just filth, it's the heavy sweet scent of rot mixed with industrial chemicals. You click your flashlight on. The beam cuts through the darkness, and for a second, you forget how to breathe. You see a shadow hanging from the rafters in the summer kitchen. At first, you think it's a deer from the hunt, but as you get closer, you realize it's a body. Dressed out, decapitated, it's your mother. But as you turn to run, your light catches the rest of the room. You see a chair. It's not upholstered in leather, it's human skin. You see a bowl on the table. It's a skull. You realize Ed Gein hasn't just been killing. He's been collecting. You wonder how a human being becomes this. To understand Ed, you have to look at the only room in the house that is clean. His mother's bedroom. Augusta Gein was a fanatic. She spent your childhood telling you that the world was a sinkhole of sin. She made you believe that every woman in Plainfield was a vessel of the devil. She was your only friend, your only God. When she died in 1945, your mind snapped. You couldn't let her go. You didn't just want to remember her, you wanted to be her. You started reading about anatomy. You started visiting the graveyard at midnight. You weren't looking for jewelry or gold. You were looking for materials to build a suit. A suit made of skin so you could step inside and feel your mother's presence again. For 10 years, you lived a double life. By day, you were the harmless neighbor who helped fix fences. By night, you were the ghoul of Plainfield. You exhumed over 40 bodies. You chose women who looked like Augusta. You brought them back to the house, carefully crafting your trophies while the town slept. But eventually, the graves weren't enough. The skin was too old, too dry. You needed something fresh. You remember the night you visited Mary Hogan's tavern. You remember the sound of the .22 caliber rifle. You didn't feel guilt. You felt like an artist finishing a masterpiece. You took her back to the farmhouse, adding her to the collection that police are now finding room by room. You're arrested without a fight. You sit in the back of the squad car, looking at the farmhouse as it recedes into the distance. You aren't angry. You're calm. The world will call you a monster. They will write books about you. Hollywood will take your story and create Norman Bates, Leatherface, and Buffalo Bill. Your farmhouse will mysteriously burn to the ground before it can be auctioned off, as if the earth itself is trying to swallow the evidence of what you did. You'll spend the rest of your life in a mental hospital, a quiet, polite patient who never causes trouble. You'll die in 1984, but your name will never be forgotten. Because you proved that the most terrifying thing in America isn't a monster in the woods. It's the quiet man living in the house next door,